But I did check the stream from yesterday, and I mean, the quality isn't too good. Isn't like the best, but it is what I have. It is what I can provide, so we gotta go with that. Okay, so for music that we're gonna listen to today while chatting, this is just chatting. I don't know, dude. Or do that. I had no idea, actually. There is actually... Now, where the fuck is it? Is my question. Here it is. But there's this band, right? Called Daym. Daym. D-A-Y-U-M. Right? Daym. And they had this record called Dark Souls. And guess what the song names are? The song titles are. Yes, it's related to Dark Souls. You cannot understand the lyrics, at least I cannot understand the lyrics for the life of me, but I assume it also mentions like stuff from Dark Souls. Now you would expect, well, that's just like covers from the soundtrack from Dark Souls. Well, no, it is not. It's actually all original songs from from the band. However, it is related to Dark Souls. And the cover of the record is Manus, or Manus, however the fuck you pronounce that shit. But Manus is the father of the Abyss. Bless me. And... yeah. I don't think it was a pain in the ass to beat for me for the first Dark Souls run. But... I think I had like 3 or 4 runs to beat him. But let's go. Its first song is Lardren, called Lardren. And for you Dark Souls aficionados or fans or just overall people who enjoy Dark Souls, you will know that Lardren, I hope I'm not fucking mistaken and I'm making a fool of myself, but Lardren I think is the primary area, or the first area that you go to after you leave the asylum? The Undead Asylum, I guess? And then you... The big fucking crow just drops you in Lardren. And then you move on from there. It is Lardren, right? I think it's Lardren. Ah, shit. Also, I basically used a voiceover audition that I did once for like this Magic the Gathering Dragon thing. Basically, it's a few people that put up a podcast about like Magic the Gathering lore. Not about it, but they basically just do a podcast with the lore. And I auditioned for a dragon, so with the audition, I cut parts of the audition of the demo. And I used them because nobody used that shit, so it's mine. I created it. I have all the rights to use that. So I used it for the stream. And if you follow, there's a little thing that pops up. A little audio cue that pops up. That's pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. It's fucking awesome. If you rate or host, same thing, dude. It's pretty fucking cool. It's like awesome. Just like try it. Just fucking host me. I dare you. And then there's for tips and subscribers, but I don't have subscribers yet. Who knows? Maybe someday in 2028, I'll be able to fucking get subscribers. I don't know, dude. It would be fucking sick, but you know. But yeah, dude, that's pretty much it. So, the audio, I hope it's not too loud or not too quiet. Because I checked the stream from yesterday, and again, the stream from yesterday, my voice was incredibly quiet, and the audio was too loud. The music. So, yeah, trying to fucking fix that for this one. But I'm hoping that it is all good. I can barely hear it. I can hear it decently, not just like fucking on top of like my head. He's like, ugh. But I can hear it decently, so yeah, it's all good. But yeah, man. I don't know what else. I don't know what to do today. To be honest, I'm just gonna be chatting, I guess. You know what I mean? It's even. it's a fucking shame that my internet doesn't even allow me to do the fucking reacts. Because I mean, I guess that's what the just chatters do nowadays. It's reacts like.
Hey guys, can you provide me videos for me to react to?
It's like you don't even do shit.
And yeah, I'm gonna react to this.
And like all they do is they just fucking laugh at it or just, you know, say shit to the people that created the videos or something like that, or say, wow, this is an awesome video. And that's pretty much it. Wow, what a great content, dude. But you know what? I'm gonna do it myself if I can. You know, it's like, why not? Why the fuck not? You know? It's like, yeah. You hear that? You hear that? That's fucking epic, dude. That is fucking epic. Again, it's not loud. It's not loud because, it's not supposed to be loud. It's just supposed to be on the background as we chat and shit like that, you know, so... Yeah, brother. Yeah. Okay, so... I don't know, man. Should we fucking go to Reddit and check something out? I don't know. Problem is, like, every time I open a page, every time something has to fucking happen, or every time the internet has to do something else other than this, other than streaming, like the frames start dropping, and I don't like that at all, dude. I legitimately hate that because it's like, allow me, permit me to do things. You know what I mean? Like I wanna watch some videos. I wanna comment on some videos. I wanna do it with quality as well. You know, I wanna fucking do it with like 720p, 60 frames per second. You know what I mean? Because I can't really do much more than that. Because otherwise the computer's gonna blow up on my face. But I wanna do that, and I wanna be able to like react to it, or you know, maybe not even that. Just like let's get people sending me some music for me to react to or review even. You know, it actually happened that happened yesterday. Wasn't too bad, to be honest. Got 2 bands sent from people. Apparently one was from a dude's band, and he just came over to the fucking stream to promote his band and vanished to the fucking lands of eternity or whatever. But yeah, not even a follow, dude. Not even a follow. So you drop by my stream, you promote your music. Okay, I don't have a bunch of viewers here on Twitch, but listen, it's not just about Twitch, right? It's about me, and I could give you some promotion. You know what I mean? So you drop by my stream, you promote your shit, you say, oh hey, here's my band, dude, can you listen to it? And I listen to that shit, and I even fucking review it live. I review it live, man. It's not, you know what I mean? Like, damn. And boom, just leaves, not even a follow, nothing. Not even like $200 of a donation. Like, that's the least you can give, right?
I'm just kidding, alright? I'm just kidding.
Yeah, but okay, so for the people that, if you enjoy Dark Souls and if you know what Dark Souls, the whole world, the whole universe of Dark Souls, so basically the song titles for this record, for Damn, right, for Damn, is the first track is Lordran, second track is called Artorias, and again, if you are a connoisseur of Dark Souls, you will know that Artorias is the knight that got corrupted by the Abyss, and he went into the dark side, basically. But he did a fucking awesome thing. He protected Sif. He's a loyal wolf. And yeah. And then the third track is called Seath. And Seath is basically the dragon that offered humanity, I think it was... He basically gave Gwyn the secret to dealing with the dragons, basically, right? And in exchange for that, Sif lost his scales, I guess. So basically, Sif lost his immortality. Because the reason, like, the whole thing for immortality for dragons was their scales. I hope I'm not making a fool of myself, but I do believe that's it, right? And then, basically, Sif the scaleless in the game because of that. Then it's Sigmire of Katarina, which is that dude. I believe it's that dude with the basically like the Michelin fucking looks like the Michelin fucking mascot with a like it's a massive, like it's a fatty armor. You know what I mean? It's like it's quite funny. Then it's Blighttown. Blighttown is one of the most horrifying platforms and areas in a video game that I had to go through. Not even kidding. And it's terrifying, not necessarily because of like being scary. It kind of was a little bit scary, but more like terrifying in the terms that if you fall, you're dead. And if you fall, you gotta go back to the last fucking bonfire that you did the little checkpoint on with the thing, right? So all the way back, and you might even lose all your shit too. So that's why it was so fucking terrifying to me. Then the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The 6th track is called Dark Souls. Pretty self-explanatory there. 7th track is called Manus. Again, it's the cover, and it's Manus, Father of the Abyss. 8th track, Big Hat Logan. Big Hat Logan. I think I know who that is. But I'm struggling a little bit. The catacombs, I think, what was the catacombs? Where were the catacombs? I don't necessarily remember where the catacombs were, but I have a slight idea. Wasn't the catacombs entering the castle to go up there to then go to Enter Orlando? I think it was, right? I might be wrong. But, yeah. Then Solaire. Of course, Solaire. Praise the sun. You know, the whole meme became like very popular meme. Even across the whole world, right? So everybody should know Solaire. And then Ornstein and Smo, one of the best fucking boss fights of the game, and one of the best soundtracks for that game as well. But Ornstein and Smo are some tough motherfuckers, like literally incredibly tough, like T-U-F-F, you know what I mean? And I had a hard time killing those. Like, actually, I had a harder time the second time I tried. So the second run of Dark Souls that I did, I couldn't beat those motherfuckers. I don't know why, dude. I don't know why. It's like, what happened? Like, literally, when the first time I played Dark Souls, I was on my previous laptop, and I was with 30 frames per second, actually between 20 to 30 frames per second. Yeah, so it was basically like, dude, I don't know how did I play that game better with 20 to 30 frames per second, and then when I get to like 60 frames per second, I suck so bad at the game. I don't know, it blows my mind. But yeah, on the second run of the game, I really fucking struggled with them. I had to get, what was it? I think it was actually Solaire that helps you with that fight. I think it's actually Solaire that helps you with that fight, if I'm not mistaken. But hold on a second. This was a real heavy one, alright? This was a real heavy one, so I had to mute. Then I fucking lost count, but then it's Lost Izalith or Izalith, something like that. I assume it's a region or another area. I forgot about what Isolith is. I don't think it's a boss or an NPC or anything. And then Gwyn, of course. Gwyn is the last track. Gwyn is basically like the king of the whole thing. And it's one of the... I believe it's like one of the hardest bosses. And dude, Dark Souls 3, when you go to the last boss and it triggers that ding 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 ding, man, it fucking, it brought a tear to my motherfucking eyes, dude. Let me tell you that much. It was fucking like, goddamn. What else? What else? But I still have not beaten that boss. I still haven't beaten the motherfucking... What was his name? Something Cinder? Lord of Cinder or something? Yeah, but I still have not beaten that motherfucker. Goddamn motherfucker. He's really tough, man. He's really tough. And my computer just cannot handle... like all the particles and everything happening with that boss fight. It's like you're basically this like messed up area, everything's like fucking upside down or some shit, and it's like, but it's really cool though. It's really cool. Like I really like what they did with the game. Basically, it was Dark Souls 1 and 3 are like the top-notch Dark Souls games. Dark Souls 2 was cool, but it was very, very easy. Like, the game was very fucking easy, not even kidding. I mean, like, so simple. But like, if you compare it to Dark Souls 1 and Dark Souls 3, it's like, dude, it has no comparison. It's like, it's child's play. You know what I mean? Like, and then you go back to, like you go back to Dark Souls 1 or you go play Dark Souls 3 and it's like, wow, this is tough. But actually, through Dark Souls 3, I didn't really struggle that much either. I think the game was a little bit more difficult than Dark Souls 2, for sure. But I still think the first Dark Souls is the most difficult game out of all the franchise. I don't know, man. I did not struggle at all with the bosses in the Dark Souls 3. I did struggle, however, with some regions, how to get to certain parts of the game in certain regions. I was like confused. I remember some part where I was going back and forth, and I was like, what the fuck am I supposed to do now, dude? Like, what? What's going on? What am I supposed to do? Like, where do I go? I've done that, I've gotten there, I've killed those, I've killed them, I got that, I got this, and what should I do now? You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, but eventually I figured it out. This Blighttown song is fucking sick. So this one we're gonna get it a little bit louder. But listen to this. Listen to the starting of the song. But listen. Awesome, dude. Gene Simmons. Oh, I love this. Like, dude, it's so cool. I think this is an instrumental. Man. Lower, chillax, and enjoy. Oh yeah. I love these transitions, by the way. This is so fucking cool, dude. Close your eyes and enjoy the shit, man. Imagine playing Dark Souls with this soundtrack. Dude, never done it, but I want to do it. I want to get a better computer, and then I go play Dark Souls 3 again, or even the first one, and hopefully get the first Dark Souls remastered, and then play through the game with this playing.
Just imagine, dude. Imagine. Imagine the intense moments.
Everything
that a boss has to give to you is shredded by the power of the music.
Ooh. That tremble over there, dude. Whoa. Holy shit. Fucking arpeggio, dude. What's up, the Simon J.E.S.? How you doing, man? God damn it. Hog. This is 7 minutes of pure fucking epicness, dude. Like, holy shit. Like, this band, dude, it's not even a parody, it's not a parody, it's not a funny band. It's just like a tribute to one of the greatest fucking games of all time, Dark Souls. And it's just like, wow. It's progressive, it's brutal, it got those fucking blast beats going. If you don't know what a blast beat is, it's basically when you hit the snare drum, sort of like this. So you basically have like the drumstick here, and with you hold the snare, you fucking hold the drumstick with these 2 fingers, and then with these 3 fingers, right, it hits the snare drum, and because the snare drum is like skin, so it basically bounces the fucking drumstick up and forth, back and down, back and down. It's like you can do like those effects, and it's like so fucking cool, dude. It's very using grindcore, death metal, black metal, thrash metal. Not really thrash metal, but some bands in thrash metal are using that. But yeah, dude, it's fucking awesome. How you doing, Simon? Bud? Doing all right? I see you. You were enjoying the tunes with the parrot. Is it that rare parrot or something? I don't even remember the fucking emotes that I have. Party parrot, there you go, yeah. Party parrot. Fuck yeah, dude. I'm gonna be honest, I have no idea what to do in this stream. But I mean, I'm chatting, dude. It's just chatting forehead. It is just chatting forehead. So, yeah. Again, like I explained before when I started the stream, and I explained yesterday, I'm probably gonna explain every fucking stream because I just have this necessity, like I need to explain. But yeah, my internet kind of sucks. You probably, like, it's 720p, but it's like, it's very blurry and shit. If I move too much, I bet it's all pixelated and all that shit. But it's what I got. It's what I had. You know what I'm saying? It's like what I got. It's what I had, dude. It's like, you know, gotta use what you can use. You know what I mean? But yeah, and I wish I could like fucking go on YouTube all I want and just like go through the interwebs, show some videos, show some stuff, react to some videos, react to some shit. Do whatever the fuck I want, even play some video games, right? Because again, I want to finish Amnesia. I was enjoying that game quite a lot. It's an interesting game. Not really scary that much, but it's interesting. I think the scariest part of Amnesia for me was basically when you're like in this environment and the fucking soundtracks start playing. I think that was the scariest part for me. The dude with the fucking like messed up jaw doesn't really scare me. I see a lot of fucked up shit all the time. Yeah, I want to go through Outlast again because I still haven't completed the game, but I want to go through it again. So that's something that I also have planned for the future. What else, dude? What else do I have planned for the future? Whenever I can do it, basically. Also want to play some Overwatch on stream. Not gonna lie, I also want to do that. Also want to play some Overwatch on stream as well. Because I like that game a lot. I just had a few games earlier playing Overwatch. I guess I could rant a little bit about that stuff, but... like, dude... I don't understand how the matchmaking for that game works, but I can say this. I don't think I was performing bad, but I was playing Tracer, right? Now, I'm a platinum Tracer, basically, like, but I had this, like, a few days ago, like 3 or 4 days ago. I was literally fucking, like, I was winning every game, dude. I went from 2600 ranking to 2920 or 2930 or 2940, some shit like that. I was winning games like a motherfucker. Like just boom, win, boom, win, boom, win, boom, win, 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 win. Just wins all over the fucking place. And then all of a sudden, today, I decide to play the game. And I'm matched with like the stupidest fucking teams ever, dude. I just had like a game where basically, so no one in the enemy team was dying, right? Because they had a Bastion. I went Diva, I killed Hanzo, and then I killed Bastion, and still the team couldn't capitalize on that. the team was dying to everyone else on the fucking back. I don't know how you do that. Like, don't you have healers? Can't your tanks support your healers? Can't your DPS peel off your fucking healers and shit like that? Like, what are you doing? So, yeah. And then some idiot fucking complains when he was playing DPS at first, but then he starts complaining when he's playing healer, and he's complaining, oh, the fucking DPS can't kill anything, DPS is non-existent. Like, okay, motherfucker, there's no tanks. There's literally no tanks. You all went fucking DPS and healers, and there's no tanks to mitigate any sort of damage. Like, what do you mean, dude? What do you expect from this shit? Like, do you expect to win? You can't win a game like this. They have a fucking Bastion. You need tanks to stop the Bastion. Otherwise, the Bastion's just gonna fucking melt everything. And if there was a Genji diving in the Bastion would have peeling, like, left and right, fucking McCrees and fucking Widows and shit like that. So it's like, it's impossible. You literally cannot do anything. So, and this motherfucker's complaining that we have no DPS. Yeah, we have no DPS because their DPS has tanks, and we have no fucking tanks. So we're basically like vulnerable as fuck. If we show ourselves, we get damaged and killed, and if they show themselves, they have a fucking barrier to stay behind, you know? Shrug. I don't understand the people that play Overwatch, dude. It's like shit. And also, there was also this game in Nepal, right? And I went McCree to sort of counter a Pharah and their McCree, and it was going well. I was countering the Pharah, I countered the McCree, and so basically the McCree would not really hit me while I would hit the McCree. And basically, I got the point, we got the point, and then my team fucking leaves to Narnia on the top and just dies. The whole fucking team dies up there. It's like, we got the point. Why are you going up there? Can't you just stay down here in the point and defend the fucking point? Because that's the whole point of a King of the Hill. It's, you capture the point. Once you have the point, you stay there defending it. You don't go off to fucking buy snacks and put some gas on your vehicles. You know what I mean? Like, what's going on? So yeah, we lost the game because of that shit. And then I'm getting matched against fucking dudes that were master for like fucking 5 seasons and shit, and now decide for whatever fucking reason that, or the game decided, or I don't know what the fuck happened, but basically now they're in platinum. But like, they're not playing like platinums. Like, they are not playing like platinums, you know? Like, there's times when you can outplay them, but again, you get outplayed as well. Like, it just happens. It's human versus human. Humans are unpredictable. You can go like, well, dude, but you can predict everything, man. You can like fucking you can do this, that, and that. He's like, you predicted all. No, dude, no. You can predict a few things. You can get lucky with your predictions, but you cannot predict everything that a human does. It's impossible, especially when you're not seeing them, like, you know, using the things. It doesn't make any fucking sense, you know? Bless me again. But yeah, you know, it's gone, dude. It's gone. I played like a couple of matches, and then all of a fucking sudden, I just got tired of it, man. I got salty, you know. I just left the game, and I came here to stream. But I was gonna stream anyway, so it's all good. But I got pretty salty, dude. Like, come on, it's just like, you can't be complaining about your fucking DPS when there's no tank to mitigate any sort of damage. You can't be complaining about healers when you don't help your healers if there are fucking DPS enemies camping the healers. Like, you can't complain about that sort of shit. Like, again, and if the healers are getting camped, then the healers have to sort of deal with what's camping them, And then also you have to understand that basically the tanks are not getting healing as well. So it's like it's a whole fucking mess. But I don't know, dude. Like, honestly, I don't know what happened. I wasn't performing too bad. I wasn't playing as good as I was like 2 or 3 days ago, I'll admit that. But I wasn't doing too bad either. Like, I remember a match in Blizzard World, like, I was carrying that shit hard, man. Like, Widows, like, swapped off, like, so they swapped off Widow, they swapped off McCree. They went McCree to counter me as Tracer, but they couldn't, and Widow couldn't really do shit about me either. They went Break, but the Break wouldn't do shit either, because I was not allowing the Break to fucking even approach me. So, you know, yeah. But it is what it is, man. I don't understand. And why is why exactly is there the need for so much hate when playing online games with random people? Like, why do we have to hate each other? Why do we have to hate each other? Like, why do we have to, like, complain about each other all the fucking time? You know what I mean? It's like, we're playing together, dude. Like, you complaining about me or me complaining about you, it's not gonna change shit. If I don't have the skill or you don't have the skill, complaining about it, it's not gonna make me all of a sudden fucking get skilled and you know, the best player in the world. So it's like, you gotta be fucking crazy. Like, that shit's not gonna do anything. You know what I mean? Like, you're complaining about me, it's only gonna trigger me and get me fucking tilted and gonna make me play worse. That is the reality of it. You know what I mean? So, just don't fucking do that, man. Just, like, be decent human beings. You know what I mean? Just be decent human beings, which is what is supposed to, which is literally what you're supposed to learn in these games and stuff. It's like, you gotta play as a team. You're not supposed to, like, play as individually, you know, extreme individualists and shit like that. It's like, just play as a team, man. It's not that hard. It's pretty simple, as a matter of fact. You know? It's super fucking simple. But oh well. What can you do? Nothing. Nothing. It's very unfortunate to say so, but the internet is ruined by anonymity, or whatever it's pronounced. And, you know, the comfort that people have due to the fact that they're in home, and they're at home, like, just chilling and shit, and they can't be slapped in the face or punched in the face by an individual who will probably knock them the fuck out. They use and abuse their freedom to use the internet. But, you know, it is what it is, man. It is what it is, and we can't really do much about it, you know what I mean? But we can just live our lives and just be happy with each other, you know what I mean? Like, let's all give hands and sing kumbaya, dude. Ah, man, I'm wondering if I can, like, try to find, I'm gonna be dropping frames, but fuck it, dude. I just want to find something to talk about and, like, chat and stuff. Let's look for news on Google. I feel like that could be interesting, right? Google News. Where is it? Google, give me news. It doesn't really work like that, but who the fuck is it, man? Hello? What? Search, Maps, YouTube, Play, Gmail, Contacts, Drive, Calendar, Group. You are supposed to have Google News right there. You're literally supposed. Hey Vonex, how you doing, man? Thanks for dropping by once again. Dropping by once again. Dropping by? What the fuck am I talking about? It is supposed to be here. Google News. Oh, I fuck it.
News.
Yeah, Google News. Why is there no Google News, bruh? Okay. Whatever, dude. Alright, so I want this in English. So, language and region. English. Go to UK, dude. Let's check out what's up with the UK. The truth. Tell me what the truth is, man. Let me know what the truth is. Here we go. Dropping frames. Hell yeah. What is the truth, my friend? Everything I told you yesterday, I was right. Went to her today, found out she... Oh shit, dude. God damn, that... I mean, I'm sorry, dude. Yeah, you're always gonna feel like shit, not gonna lie, dude. I can tell you a story, okay? Maybe that makes you feel better. But, basically, a few years ago, like in 2016... I met this woman online, and there's a slight difference between our ages. She's older than me, and she was interested in me, but only sexually. At the beginning. I know, right? Like, dude, look at this, like, fucking, you know what I mean? Like, I don't blame her, dude. Like, I would be sexually fucking attracted to me as well. But basically, we started chatting and stuff, right? And I started getting interested in her, man. I'm not gonna lie. Like, she was cool. Like, she motivated me. The whole fucking reason as to why I'm doing this like voice acting and shit like that is actually because of her. Because she gave me the motivation to do that sort of stuff. Because at the time, I was looking for other shit. I was looking for other jobs, like to, you know, do electricity and shit. But later on, I found out that it's not that I don't like electricity. I think it's an incredible phenomenon and everything like that. But I just don't like. It's not really my thing, man. I was incredibly miserable when I was working electricity in England, so I don't really want to do that. But basically, she wanted to meet me in the first birthday that we were, you know, chatting and shit like that, right? And I told her, cause I'm old-fashioned. I'm an old-fashioned dude. Fucking call me a pussy or whatever you want to call me, but I'm old-fashioned. I like to be the provider for shit. You know what I mean? Like, I like to be the dude that if we are to fuck, I'm gonna be paying for the hotel. I'm gonna be paying for the fucking condoms, the fucking dinner, all of that shit. Right? I'm that type of dude. Call me a pussy if you want to call me a pussy. I'm okay with that. You know, I mean, we're on the internet. It's whatever. But it's like for real. I feel like if I went to meet her, because she wanted to pay for everything, I feel like if I went to meet her, my performance would have gotten fucking affected by the fact that this would like literally corrupt my mind, and instead of like being focused on the act of, like, you know, pleasing her, I would be focused on the fact that shit, man, she's paying for everything. Like, what the fuck? What kind of a man am I? So I told her no. But I was very appreciative of the fact that she had the intention to come over here to my country, pay for a fucking hotel, and, you know, for food and all that shit, and have sex. Because I've seen her whole body. I saw her whole body, and trust me, she was fucking hot. And basically, there was another opportunity while I was in England, but like things didn't happen the way I wanted them to happen. So all of a sudden, I wanted to stay there. All of a fucking sudden, I have to return to Portugal, and I have no fucking other option. It's either return to Portugal and sleep on my bed, or stay in England and sleep on the streets. I think that's pretty fucking obvious that I came back to Portugal. You know, I don't need to sleep on. I've slept on the streets, dude. When I was an alcoholic, I fucking slept in the middle of the streets, man. I slept in the middle of parking lots. That shit's not cool. It's not like waking up in that environment is not cool. You feel like shit. What have I done wrong? Anyway, so there was another opportunity, and then she came over to Portugal like 2 times. Because she is a lighting engineer for metal bands, right? So she does like the whole programming of the lighting and shit. Like she takes care of the spotlights and all that shit. So she came here with a few tours, and I was like, all right, let me know where it is and when it is, and I'm gonna try to go to you, right? She didn't fucking tell me shit. Right? She would tell me when it was happening, right? Literally on top of it. Like, how do you expect me to go? I can't make plans. Like, I need to find somebody to drive me there because I don't have a license. But I need to find somebody to drive me there, you know? So if somebody's gonna drive me there, we have to make plans ahead, right? We have to be like 1 or 2 weeks before the event happens, so that, you know, people don't, like, make plans for themselves. You know what I mean? Like, it only makes sense, right? So, because of that, I didn't go to her again. She got offended or some shit. And for the last few months, I've been trying to talk to her on Facebook, and I've been like, listen, you don't reply to me. I'm trying to talk to you and you don't reply me at all, and I know that you are seeing my messages. Like, I can see, like, Facebook literally tells you that they've read the messages, and basically she was reading all the fucking messages that I was sending her, but she was never replying. So I was like, listen, either delete me or fucking block me or some shit, but I'm gonna keep talking to you until you fucking reply to me. So, like, yesterday, I knew that if I sent her a picture, she would fucking reply. Because she would feel like obligated to, in a sense. And I sent her a dick pic, basically. I sent her a dick pic. And she did reply, so it worked, right? But basically she told me that she's not interested in sexual interactions anymore, and that she's been with, like, someone for the last 6 months, and she's in love and shit like that. And I'm like, you know, fine, but what's the sad part of this is that I had to fucking send you a dick pic so that you reply to me. Like, I've been trying to be nice to you up to this point, because up to this point I was just like a fucking pig, like, here's my dick. You know? Not that she doesn't already have a bunch of fucking dick pics of mine, but what I'm trying to say is, like, listen, it's like, why do I have to send you a fucking picture for you to reply to me? You know what I mean? Like, so, I don't know. It's like, women, dude. We'll never understand women. But you know what? Now you're free. Now you're single again. And you can find someone better. Or you can just enjoy life and fuck a bunch of girls, you know? The saying that goes, there's plenty of fish in the sea. It is a saying, but it's a true saying, man. There is plenty of fish in the sea. You know what I mean? It's like, enjoy it, dude. Like, go for it. My advice on there, with that would be like just fool around with someone and then try to like meet them a little better. All right, dude. Fucking rough situations, dude. Fucking life. Fucking life. So does anyone know, like, about this whole Bolsonaro fucking situation? Some dude to be elected in Brazil? I have no fucking idea about this whole situation. The only idea that I have about this is, like, what I see on Facebook and shit like that. But apparently he's like, as people call him, he's basically like a little Hitler. But I've seen people talk about it. There's some people that say, like, that he's good, that he's gonna do the right thing and shit like that. And I've also seen people say that he's just, like, fucking racist and he's... like, he's not a good... you know what I mean? Like, he's not a good person to be there alongside, you know what I mean? Like, those people. But I mean, I don't know. Some people are calling him like another version of Trump. I don't know, dude. Seems like a bunch of Trumps are taking over the world, it seems like. Messed up, dude. Trying to find some news here. But obviously I want to find news that I can talk about. Because I'm not the type of dude that just like talks about everything and doesn't know shit about anything. You know what I mean? I hate those people that like... they talk about everything. They talk like they know a little bit of everything. Right? And they're like... yeah, of course, that? Oh, sure, yeah, so this is like this, that, and that, and that. And it's like, and then they really don't know shit. But they just want to be portrayed as someone who knows a little bit about everything, but... you know, nah. Ah, dude. There's like, the news are just like, dude, I mean, like, where's some interesting fucking news, dude? I guess I'm just like I'm so out of like what's going on with the world and shit. Like, I don't know, man. Business. World economy at risk of another financial crash, says IMF. Not surprised. I'm honestly not surprised. And I have a fucking, like, fucking hair. Some hair in my mustache keeps going up. Like, what the fuck is that, dude? Like, be my friend. Just go down. I don't want you up. Stop being like a fucking prick. Oh, something I could talk about, I guess. Okay, so I saw someone retweet something from Dalai Lama. And basically, Dalai Lama is like saying that, well, materialistic stuff like money and shit like that, it's not really important, and yada yada. You must have, like, you must feel good with yourself and what surrounds you, blah 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 blah, this and that. It's like, dude, when you're a fucking celebrity and you're paid to be in places and you're paid a lot of money, of course it's easy for you to say those things. Like, when you have things, it's easy for you to fucking say that. It's easy to fucking not care about them. You know what I mean? Like, people that actually, how can I put this? People that have nothing, I 100% believe that they completely disagree with that sort of, like, fucking mindset, I guess. You know? But when you have things, it's fucking easy for you to say that you don't need them because you have them, right? And also when you like when you don't have something, it's when you miss it the most. It's when you realize, like, when you have it, you take it for granted and you don't cherish it and stuff like that. And then when you don't have it, you're like, oh man, fuck, I really miss that shit. I really want to get that shit back. You know? Like, what's this? Amazon pay rise piles pressure on rivals. The multifaceted genius of Amazon's decision to hike wages. Amazon offsetting pay rise by removing bonuses, union says. You know, some unequivocally good news. Amazon raises its minimum wage to $15. Oh, okay. Well, that's good for anybody that works on Amazon or works for Amazon. Technology. Windows 10 1809 now arriving on a desktop near you if you want it. This is actually interesting. Windows 10 October 2018 update. Everything you need to know. Let's see this. Take a look at this shit. Okay, whoa, this fucking website is crazy, dude. What the hell? Okay, latest Microsoft update comes with new emoji, smart keyboards, cloud-powered clipboards, and faster, more considerate updates. Wait, what? The next version of Windows 10 has arrived and is ready to download as a free update complete with a load of new emoji. Why would I fucking care about that shit? Better links to your phone and a smarter Swift key powered keyboard. What is it? The Windows 10 October 2018 update is the second and final big update for Microsoft's operating system this year, including security and privacy enhancements as well as new features. I'm always skeptical about this sort of shit. With like the new, including security and privacy enhancements, I'm always skeptical about this sort of shit. I don't know, man, but yeah. When can I get it? Right now, if you manually check for updates through Windows Update, otherwise it'll be pushed out to users over the next month or so. Can I stop the update? You can delay the update for a certain period, but you won't be able to stop it indefinitely. That's what I fucking hate about Windows 10. Like, for 2 or 3 times now, every time Windows installs a fucking new update, it messes up with like the DLLs for the fucking games, right? And even fucking software like my Audition and my Photoshop was having fucking issues with the fucking I think it's like MSVRC 10,000 or some shit like that. It's some fucking crazy DLL. Like it ruins those programs. It fucking ruins like what else is it? The games, like for example Rocket League, you need like fucking run like other programs again. It's like a whole fucking mess. Microsoft only supports older versions of Windows for 2 years or less from release. So the only way to keep using a supported version of Windows is to keep updating, which is crucial for security. Okay. I guess that does make sense, because once something starts, to get like old, I guess it like is more vulnerable, because hackers and stuff start like learning how the thing functions and all that, and start figuring out how to bypass the security for these operating systems and shit. Anyways, your Android or iPhone on your PC. The Windows 10 October 2018 update revamps Microsoft's efforts to better integrate Windows with Android and iOS after the death of Windows Mobile. The new Your Phone app will provide access to photos and text from an Android phone directly on your PC, so you can send SMS and download photos. That's actually good. iPhone users will be able to send web pages they're currently viewing on their smartphone to their PC. Microsoft's timeline feature, which allows you to pick up where you left off on the current PC or another that you're signed into, is also coming to phones. Android users will need the Microsoft Launcher app, while an iPhone preview will arrive later. Swift key powering Windows 10 virtual keyboard. Microsoft bought the British AI-powered mobile keyboard app SwiftKey in 2016. Now it's bringing the firm's smart keyboard predictive text systems to Windows 10. Using AI and machine learning, the keyboard's autocorrect and next word prediction should be dramatically improved in English, French, German, Italian, Spanish, Portuguese, or Russian. Okay, cloud-powered clipboard. Ever wanted to copy text from one PC to another? No, me neither, but you can now with Cloud Clipboard. What? Using the same technology that underpins the timeline syncing feature, the clipboard also has been enhanced with history and the ability to pin frequently pasted items, which can be synced across machines too. Okay. Hitting Windows key plus V will bring up the new experience ready to paste text, code, or images under 1 megabyte from the history. 157 new emoji. I mean, whatever, dude. Like, what's the necessity for this, though? Like, I don't know, dude. Oh, so they have like fucking. They have like fucking. I don't know. Emoji with sort of like movement, I guess. Who the fuck needs that, anyways? It's like. It's so unnecessary. Just like. What does it say? Alongside 157 new emojis, some of Microsoft's old favorites have been updated, including Ninja Cat. Ah, dude, so cool. I'm so excited for that. It's hard keeping up with the ever-increasing amounts of emoji. True, because I have no fucking idea about like half of the emojis out there in the fucking world. It's like so many, dude. Like, it's what? I don't even need that many, you know? Some of Microsoft's existing emoji have been tweaked too, including its range of Ninja Cat emoji. Nice. Hit Windows key plus the full stop key to bring up the emoji panel. Better search. Microsoft has improved the way search works on Windows. Now there are big previews of files, documents, emails, contacts, and other bits. A list of recently accessed files when you search for Word or another app, and pick where you left off. Section to get right back into it. 3D models and inking in Word and PowerPoint. If your Word docs and PowerPoint presentations weren't already littered with enough pictures and animations, now you can embed 3D animations, AI-powered smart art, and hand-drawn scribbles if you have a stylus. Okay. Alright. Whatever, dude. I don't know what. I just read that. I have no fucking idea what that means. Am I dumb? Maybe, dude. Fuck it. Okay. Block auto playing video in Edge. Okay. Who the fuck even uses Edge? Like, I only use Edge for like fucking, you know, PDFs and shit, because Windows 10 is what it does, is like with PDFs and shit like that, it just opens it on Microsoft Edge. That's literally it. Who the fuck even uses Edge in 2018, man? It's like, what? Everybody's using Chrome and Firefox and shit. I don't know, it doesn't make any fucking sense, but whatever, dude. I just clicked on Tor for some reason. Well, I know why, it's like fucking badly positioned, but alright, Tor, just fucking open up so that I can close you and be done with it. It's like, fucking hell, man. Now it's not responding. Come on, dude. There we go. Fucking close that shit. I don't need Tor right now. Not doing anything that requires Tor. Okay, lots of things have changed for Microsoft's Edge browser, but the most useful is probably the ability to prevent sites automatically playing video. There's also a new dictionary lookup function, improvements to PDF handling, and support for the web authentication API for using biometric and security key logins. Out of all of that shit, the only thing I understood is like fucking improvements to PDF, basically. I don't even think that shit needs like improvement or anything. Death of the snipping tool. That sounds fucking like medieval fucking torture shit. Snipping tool. Okay, the long-standing built-in screenshot app snipping tool is being phased out to be replaced by the Snip and Sketch app downloaded from the Microsoft Store. Snipping tool will still be available for a bit, but Microsoft says its days are numbered. Instead, Microsoft is adding some new shortcuts, including Windows key plus Shift plus S to trigger a new screenshot toolbar, a new Action Center button for screenshots, and the ability to map the long-standing print screen to keys to Snip and Sketch. Still, this feels like the death of Microsoft Paint all over again. What do you mean, the death of Microsoft Paint? I use Microsoft Paint all the fucking time, dude. What do you mean, death of Microsoft Paint? I keep using that shit all the time. I mean, I don't use it to draw or anything. That doesn't make any fucking sense, or to like, you know, edit shit. But when I want to like grab some fucking But when I want to grab like some fucking screenshot, boom, I just print screen it. I go to fucking Microsoft Paint, grab the little part of the thing that I want and just fucking save it, and boom, done. It's like it's the fastest way to do it. Like, what do you mean the death of Microsoft Paint, dude? Are you crazy? Anyways, faster and more considerate updates, from causing your machine to grind to a halt or actually rebooting right when you need it. Updates to Windows can be a nightmare. Very true. The new Windows 10 October 2018 update is meant to help stop those kinds of annoyances by being up to 31% faster to update, 40% smaller to download, and now being smarter about when to actually install the updates. Microsoft... Okay, dude, get out. Microsoft says its new intelligent reboot scheduling... What? Microsoft says its new intelligent reboot scheduling will use AI to work out when you're really not using your machine outside of set active hours and when not on battery power, and only install updates then. Generally, that'll mean when you plug it in at night, and it will even mute sounds and if it reboots, so not to wake your household up. I mean... like, this is a problem with fucking mankind and shit. Like, we're getting so addicted and so like fucking hooked on automation shit and fucking convenience that at some point we're just like, we're not gonna do shit, man. We're gonna have everything fucking done for us, and every human being. I'm already fat, so I guess, you know, I'm already like a I'm already fat, so I guess I'm already, you know, on top of the chain there, but I don't know, man. I feel like every fucking human being is gonna eventually at some point be fat as fuck and just like, you know, everything is done for you, and like technology does everything for you and takes care of everything, every single fucking chore, and everything is like done by technology. People don't deliver pizzas anymore. It's like those fucking smart Google cars and shit like that, or some fucking drone just goes over, you know, and it's some dude sitting in a chair just like fucking controlling a little drone, you know, like kind of like you see in the movies, those dudes like controlling those fucking drones. Just like he's just like the little joysticks, like yeah, here you go. Here you go, dude. I like drop. There you go. And then, you know, the drone comes back. Or maybe not even the fucking dude. You know what? Probably there's gonna be automatic fucking systems that just like point out the coordinates to the fucking drone, and the drone just fucking goes there automatically. You know what I mean? Drops the fucking thing nicely, and then there's another fucking drone or another sort of fucking technology that goes pick it up and brings it over to a fucking person sitting in a couch just like drinking some beer and shit, like watching TV. It's like, you know, I don't know, man. I feel like mankind's falling into an abyss of fucking convenience. Anyways, moving on. Continuing with reading this. Better privacy controls. Windows 10 users will now have more granular control over what data Microsoft can use for things like problem solving and product updates. Each user account on the machine can set different privacy controls, activity history can be excluded, and speech and dictation data has been split from typing and inking personalization. Okay. All right. I mean, it's whatever, dude. Honestly, it's whatever. It's like, just like I said, I think that at some point we're just gonna get too addicted to convenience, and we're gonna be so lazy that we don't want to do anything. And technology is going to take over, you know what I mean? Like, boom. Game review. Super Mario Party is a great icebreaker. How so? You invite people over, or is it a lot online or something? Super Mario Party review. Interactive icebreaker. Nintendo's virtual board game is revamped for the Switch, but are its charms just a little too simple to appeal to everyone? There is no greater fun to be had with video games than playing with other people in the same room and ideally the same couch, especially if they're girls. I just added that last part, but it's true. You know it's true. Single-player games offer a different, often more sedentary experience, while online multiplayer is a necessary compromise for allowing you to play with dozens of other players. But the fun of jostling and arguing with people sat around the same TV is the pinnacle of social gaming, and that's something Super Mario Party understands very well. That is true, man. Some of the most fun I've ever had playing video games was like when I had people in the same room with me and we were playing like fighting games or some shit, and we were like just fucking mashing buttons like man, I'm fucking beating him. You know, like if you fucking lost, you'd be like fucking god damn it, man, fucking bullshit. It's like, it was fun, dude. It was fun. This was way back. This was before all the fucking, like, way before all the you know, this whole internet dealio with everything, you know what I mean? But yeah. So the Mario Party franchise is one of Nintendo's strangest creations. It started back in the N64 era and for a long while was treated to yearly updates, which means this game is actually the 11th in the series. While Mario Party alone should receive sequels on such a schedule has never been clear, but oddly, the pace only began to slow down during the Wii era, when Nintendo became convinced that even Mario Party was too complicated for casual gamers and tried to push the dumbed down Wii Party instead. Oh man, when people don't understand Mario Party and they have to dumb it down, that's society right there, but that is literally society right there in a fucking sentence. When they have to fucking dumb down games because people are not understanding what they are about. Man, you know, back in my days, games were pretty difficult. Like that was the whole appeal. Like going back to Dark Souls, the whole appeal and the whole like popularity for Dark Souls was literally the fact that it was literally so difficult that it reminded us, the people that used to play games like that in the past, how difficult games were. Because games didn't used to have a fucking difficulty setting. Like you wouldn't have difficulty options. Like the fucking coding wouldn't even allow for that shit. So it's like it was either you complete the game as it is, or you just fucking pussy out and go do some shit, go play outside or something. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, it was that to me at least, that was the whole appeal of Dark Souls. Well, that and the fact that the game looks fucking like the creatures are fucking awesome, dude. For real. Anyways, moving on. So what is that? What does it say? The end result of all this is that while the core idea behind Mario Party has always been great, the execution has varied wildly. But Super Mario Party is essentially a reboot, going back to the roots of the series and throwing out most of the overcomplications and gimmicks of more recent entries. It still has time to throw in a few more of its own, but this time most of them are welcome. So if you are dumb and you cannot understand games, this is the game for you. For party games, at least. Man, oh man. I can only imagine the future. Lazy, fat people that have drones and robots doing literally everything for them, right? And then just like games like fucking dumbed down games, dude. Holy shit, man. If you're not familiar with Mario Party, then the idea is very simple. They're essentially old school board games where various of the Mushroom Kingdom crew are used as counters and you move around the board according to the roll of a die. Die or dice? I think they like, dude, you're getting paid. You are getting paid to fucking write these articles. What do you mean the roll of a die? What do you mean the roll of a die? You need to fucking... Oh my god, I just clicked Tor browser again. What do you mean, man? Fucking hell. Oh. God damn it, man. And it's getting hot in here too. Shit. Man, close. I need to move this, actually. I think I'm gonna just fucking put it all the way over there. Alright. Okay, so... According to the roll of a dice, buddy, whoever the fuck wrote this, go take a gander at this, because you don't know how to write, man. You fucking need some lessons. Or you just need to double check everything you do. These are articles that you're getting paid for to have fucking posted on these websites, so please double check it, okay? Okay. Anyways, there's not a single goal, but instead you're trying to collect stars which move position each time someone gets a new one. Stars need to be paid for with coins through, and these are primarily earned via mini games that take place at the end of each round. The color of space you're standing on determining whether they're 3 versus 1, 2 versus 2, or free for all. The last few Mario Party games got the idea into their head that characters shouldn't move around independently and instead set them all in a car going around the board at the same time. This idea has now thankfully been abandoned, and instead you're back to navigating on your own, trying to avoid obstacles such as exploding bombs and collapsing bridges. Okay. You can still buy power-up items as you move around the board, but the opportunities are rarer and their effects usually last game-changing. Instead, more emphasis is put on each character having a second die with special attributes, such as only rolling certain numbers or going higher than 6, but also having a potential penalty. You can also land on special squares that give you a random ally that allows you to use their die as well. Die? Is that like literally what you're trying to write? Is like die? Isn't it a dice? Like what? Like roll the dice, right? Am I stupid? Am I the one that's making a fool of himself here? Like, anyways, this can happen multiple times too, so that you end up with a trail of compatriots following along after you. The board game element is amusing, but it's really just used to give context to the minigames, which, regardless of the rest of the game's history, have almost always been good. There's 80 in this entry, and they range from simple whack-a-mole variants to basic platform games, reaction tests, and counting games. Some of our favorites include a pie fight competition, climbing up a pole using amusingly rude motion controls, a barrel rolling race game, and a 3 versus 1 game where you're trying to hit your rival players with tennis balls as they crawl around on a chain link fence. Okay. Very few of the games are actively bad, and while the more puzzle-oriented ones always seem a bit boring in theory, laughing at your opponents as they fail at simple memory tasks keeps them interesting. 80 games sounds like a lot, but it's actually on the lower end of the scale for some of the previous games, and they can rotate around surprisingly quickly. There are also only 3 boards unlocked when you start, which again is less than the norm for the series. That less than the norm? Is that like a term? Isn't it like less than normal? Man, I'm getting old. I think I'm getting old. I think that's it. There is a good range of alternative play modes though, including river survival, where you have to row in time with fellow players, avoiding obstacles rather, and playing minigames to add extra time to the clock. There's also a more complex team game called Partner Play where you plan. Okay, dude, you're being super fucking. You're being like super detailed about this shit, and I don't really care about that game that much. I never played any Mario Party. Nothing against the people that play. If you enjoy that game, fucking do so. And I guess, you know, if it's a good game for parties and actually like literally, you know, playing with friends and shit like that, and all the power to ya, dude. All the power to ya. Entertainment. Some news on the entertainment. Venom post-credits scenes explained. What does that mean? Is the movie out now? Ah, shit, dude. I don't even know. Probably not out here where I live or in Portugal just yet. Okay, anyways. Venom's 2 post-credit scenes explained. Dude, the CGI for this movie, though, it's like... I need to watch this movie. The CGI is fucking badass. Or at least on the trailers and everything, it seems badass as all hell. Anyways, okay, so Tom Hardy's... hold on, this is... Wait. Okay. Tom Hardy's Spider-Man spin-off, Venom, is here, and like any self-respecting superhero movie, it has post-credit scenes. Oh, okay, I get it. I get it now. A mid-credit scene and post-credit scenes, to be precise. Here's what they mean and how they might build towards Sony's superhero universe. Mid-credit scene. Meet Carnage. Carnage was... Venom is super fucking badass, but like Carnage is like... Oof. Fucking hell, dude. The first scene shows Hardy's Eddie Brock visiting the famous San Quentin State Prison just to the north of San Francisco. He is there in his capacity as a journalist to interview one of the prison's most dangerous inmates. Woody Harrelson plays Cletus Cassidy, who comics fans will know as Carnage, a supervillain in possession of another alien symbiote. That would be sick, dude. A movie with Carnage? Holy shit, man. That would be fucking awesome. Anyways, in the comics, the Carnage symbiote is the offspring of Venom, which technically makes him its mother, we guess. Okay. It combines so fully with Cassidy that the creature speaks of itself as I, rather than the symbiote's usually... Hold on. It combines so fully with Cassidy that the creature speaks of itself as I, rather than symbiote's usual we, which denotes that they are 2 beings operating as one. There's no doubt that Harrelson is lined up to play Carnage in the prospective Venom sequel. We might have to see how this one goes down first. I mean, listen, dude, fucking Deadpool was like, I don't know, were people, I don't remember. I remember like the Deadpool game was hyped as fuck, and a lot of people were playing that game and loving that game because of its humor and shit. And then they just make the Deadpool movie with it's Ryan Reynolds, or is that? Is it? I'm so bad with names, dude. I'm terrible with names. So, anyways, but yeah, like the Deadpool movie, people are like, you know, is this gonna be good? Is this gonna be like a piece of shit movie, like a bunch of shit that, you know, comes out nowadays and stuff like that? But he was fucking awesome. Like, it was super, you know, it was funny, it was interesting, and Had a good storyline and all that. My glasses look weird. My face, I don't know. But yeah, a lot of people were impressed with the Deadpool movie. So I mean, dude, if they fucking nail this Venom movie, fuck yeah, man. Let's go, man. I love Venom. I love Carnage. Like those are fucking sick ass looking villains, and you know, go for it. You know. What's this? Post-credit scene into the Spider-Verse. Okay. The second scene is a bit of a cheat, as it's technically a preview for another movie entirely. Meanwhile, in another universe, reads the caption before launching into a scene from the upcoming animated movie Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Dude, they're really going ham with the Spider-Man now. Damn, dude. That's the thing, like, Marvel literally fucking has, like, all of these things down. Like, they just fucking put out these movies. It's like, money just comes in. Like, boom, 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 boom. Just fucking money just comes in all the fucking time. And it's like, they built their name so nicely, dude. It's like, again, more Spider-Man movies, and it's like there's already a bunch of Spider-Man movies, and even more movies coming out, and now Venom movies. Like, damn, dude, when more Batman movies, man? I want more Batman movies. You know, I want some fucking Batman movie based off of like Arkham Knight, dude. Like that game was pretty awesome. I mean, some people hated the game because mostly because of the fact that, like, when they were developing the game, they did some fucking mistakes because they just try to push the console version, and you know, the PC version was a piece of shit. Like, if you had a beast computer, you could play it, but if you didn't have a beast computer, it's like you were frying your computer. You were literally fucking frying your computer. You know what I mean? Okay. The second, alright. Meanwhile, okay, we just read that. We meet Miles Morales, the Spider-Man of that universe, as he visits the grave of the late Peter Parker. Just at that moment, a still living Peter Parker, the Spider-Man from another universe, shows up, and Miles accidentally knocks him out. Isn't Miles, like, Miles is from the game, right? I think watching the gameplays of the game, there's like the Miles, and the game ends with like this Miles kid just like, you know, jumps on top of the roof, and then Peter Parker does the same thing. Anyways, the police arrive, forcing Miles to flee with the unconscious body, a child dressed like Spider-Man dragging a homeless corpse behind a train, as one of the officers puts it. It doesn't have any direct links to the rest of the movie, but it does indicate that Venom and Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse exist in the same continuum. A Spider-Man multiverse. Dude, this is like fucking, whoa, dude. Like, holy shit, it's like fucking different parallel universe and shit. If you will. So perhaps Hardy's anti-hero could make an appearance in that film, or the properties converge at a later date. But isn't the Spider-Man, the other Spider-Man movie, like a fucking animated movie? Yeah, upcoming animated movie. Like, what? Anyway, so, we don't know. Hold on. Yeah, we don't know what Sony is planning at this point, but it hints at a shared continuity earlier than we expected. Okay. Alright. Interesting. That is interesting to say the least. Alright, guys, so I'm gonna take a little quick break. Alright? Like 5 to 10 minutes. I'm gonna leave you with some songs, some music and stuff, so that you don't feel like left out, or you don't feel lonely and shit like that. But yeah, I'll be back in a little bit. Alright, so stick around. Actually, I'm gonna play this because this is actually pretty fucking awesome. Alright? And yeah, man, I'll be back in a little bit. Just gonna grab some water, have a smoke. Yeah, be right back.
We clawed, we chained our hearts in vain. We jumped, never asking why. we kissed, I fell under your spell of love no one could deny. Don't you ever say I just walked away, I will always want you. I can't live a lie, running for my life, I will always want you. I came in like a wrecking ball, I never hit so hard in love. All I wanted was to break your heart, all you ever did was wreck me. Yeah, you wrecked me. I put you high up in the sky, and now you're not coming down. It slowly turned, you let me burn, and now we're ashes on the ground. Don't you ever say I just walked away, I will always want you. I can't live a lie, running for my life, I will always want you. I came in like a wrecking ball, I never hit so hard in love. All I wanted was to break your heart, all you ever did was wreck me. I came in like a wrecking ball,
these, even if it was on due to the fact that on their own Twitch account settings documentation page, the mature content option is simply described for if you are a caster looking for a more mature audience, then it is recommended you enable the mature content setting, which will warn users the content they will be viewing is intended for mature audiences. It does not say anything about having to be 18 plus. Yeah, I mean, technically that's just like a disclaimer. That's just like a secure way of saying, hey, if you want to watch my stream, you have to be like, well, you don't have to be, but it's like, if you want to watch my stream, you have to understand that you are responsible for watching my stream, because I myself have labeled my stream as mature content or as appropriate for mature audiences, so therefore you as the viewer are the one responsible for watching my content. So me, as someone who already defined the channel as a channel for mature audiences, therefore if you are not a mature individual, you could be in trouble, not me, because I flagged my channel, or I marked my channel as a channel viable for mature audiences. But it's not necessarily like, oh, it's mature content, so it's like showing off porn and fucking naked pictures and stuff like that. It has nothing to do with that, honestly. Okay, continuing, going through the top 4 most watched streams currently in gambling, they all have no webcam, no voice, no interaction with chat. The only thing that they actually have on their Twitch page is referral links. Referral links? I just became Asian or something? No offense. But, okay, where was I? Referral links for different sites. Okay, that's how you pronounce that. Every channel made for the sole purpose of advertising can be seen simply by looking in their panels. They all have the exact same website links at the bottom, with a few variants thrown in there. Slot V, Mr. Bid, Hazard Play, and Casino Columbus, to name a few, are all owned by the same company, Evento NV. It is clear that Evento NV's marketing team saw the unrestricted access to Twitch's audience with the casino category and decided to flood it with channels that stream for 48 plus hours on repeat. That's dirty, dude. That's fucking disgusting, honestly. Even with the stream with the face cam, they added an online timer to show how long it's been live for, but the actual lifetime is drastically different. That's some fucking deep research right there, dude. Holy shit. I mean, I guess people should appreciate it, but goddamn, dude, have you no life? I guess it is wrong to do that. Like abusing that shit. Fucking putting up like that sort of shit, like repeating your content. Like you're not live streaming if you're repeating your content. Like, what do you mean? These channels are obviously view botting as well. The top 4 channels right now have 12,814 viewers, 4,581 viewers, 4,412 viewers, and 3,326 viewers. One website that checks for view bots has determined that up to 99% of the viewers in these channels are view bots. One of the channels has 4,412 viewers, but only 28 people actively chatting. In regards to actively chatting, the number of times that I've seen, "Whoa, you're welcome, whoa," and I really think that you seem to be a nice guy, man. Wish you all luck. Is insane. They aren't even good view bots, to be honest. This is a major issue that Twitch needs to be addressing. Twitch is allowing these companies to fully advertise to both minors and the oblivious. This has already been sent to Twitch support as well. This was originally posted on Twitch, but was removed by a mod because Rule 4 submissions about official matters will be removed. Okay. Well, I mean, hey man, kudos to you for trying to fucking, you know, put down that shit, because that's gross. I mean, the growth of Twitch has been kind of crazy, dude, honestly. I remember when I started viewing Twitch and when I started using Twitch as a viewer for the most part, back in 2012, I don't even think like subscriptions were a thing, or if like, yeah, I don't think it was a thing yet. Like basically they were just starting out and putting out the beta versions of it and stuff like that. But it was like, it was mostly like, it was super quiet, it was super like chilled. It was mostly people watching like World of Warcraft live streams and what other live streams they were watching, like League of Legends and fucking Counter-Strike and stuff like that. And it was mostly for people who wanted to learn to get better at the game. So I remember that Soda Poppin was one of the most popular live streamers at the time. He still is one of the most popular Twitch streamers, but back in the day, like, he was one of the best like fucking Druid players and one of the best fucking PvPers out there, or that I knew of. Like, maybe there's way better PvPers out there in World of Warcraft, even at that time, but like that I knew of, basically like Soda Poppin was pretty much the top notch at the time. And then like I remember like League of Legends started blowing up on Twitch, and then I don't, like 2013 and 14, I don't really remember what the big deal for Twitch was. Hold on, let me see if this is like a little bit too I don't think so. I hope not. But up to the point with up until Fortnite, it was pretty chilled. But I actually saw some people talking about like Fortnite and the growth of Twitch and shit like that, and they were fucking completely wrong about it. So basically, the whole battle. Oh, I remember 2013 and 14 and 15 and shit like that. DayZ had a bunch of people watching it and stuff like that. Also, that game Evolved was being watched a lot, and because basically when companies were putting out games, they were like pushing the games towards like streams and stuff like that, so that people would you know, watch them and you know, obviously advertise their game. I also remember Borderlands 2 being played a lot, being played almost by Admiral Baru, which was one of the most dedicated Borderlands 2 players. And then the whole fucking like H1Z1 comes with the fucking King of the Kill, and then it starts like going fucking nuts. I remember Dr. Disrespect, yes folks, I remember Dr. Disrespect with 400 viewers. 400 viewers, okay, being hosted by Curvy Llama. At the time, he was a nobody, basically, right? I mean, 400 viewers is fucking great nonetheless. Like, if I had 400 viewers, I would be fucking happy. But, yeah, but look at the fucking growth, man. Like, he went from I remember, like, literally, like it was yesterday. I was watching Curvy Llama because she was, you know, getting into a relationship with Gassy Mexican and shit. And I used to watch Gassy Mexican a lot. And basically, I think, like, I was watching Curvy Llama play King of the Kill, and then she hosted Dr. Disrespect, and he had like 400, 500 viewers or something like that. And now look at him, dude. Now look at him. Just, it's all about the grind, you know what I mean? Like, and this was a few years ago and shit like that, so, yeah, but, basically, like, with the whole Fortnite deal, so, also the thing, like, Fortnite didn't popularize, I mean, technically it did, but Fortnite wasn't the game that fucking popularized Battle Royales, right? Actually, like, PUBG kind of did it, like, H1Z1 did it to a certain extent, but H1Z1 was very confined within Twitch community. Of course, there were people making YouTube videos playing King of the Kill, and they were getting a lot of views as well, like Vanos and company, they were getting a lot of views from that shit, but like, technically PUBG. Okay, so PUBG offered what H1Z1 didn't really offer. PUBG offered accurate guns, right? Accurate maps, accurate. I'm having a hard time saying that fucking word. But accurate maps in terms of like, you know, the buildings were a little better than the buildings in H1Z1, right? Like the buildings in H1Z1 were simplistic as fuck, and you know, there was not a lot to it. But yeah, like PUBG basically was the one that like brought fucking battle royales up to the to a fucking massive community and a massive like following. And then Fortnite just capitalized on the fact that they had the fucking PvE, which was the general intention of that game, but they just looked at it and they saw that, hey, listen, we have Unreal Engine 4. I think it's Unreal Engine 4, but we have Unreal Engine 4. Our game is optimized with the whole PvE thing. We literally have like fucking waves of hundreds of zombies coming in at people, so we can pretty much handle a fucking map and a bunch of people playing there, like 100 people or some shit. And then they just capitalize on that, and you know, people who loved PUBG and stuff like that, they started playing Fortnite because it was smoother. But personally, I never liked Fortnite. It's just like, I don't know, man. It's just like, there's really not much to it. And, up to the point when you get to like, there's not much to it. Like it's. I'm being honest. There's literally not much to it. But like, the fact, like, honestly, it popularized Twitch to a certain extent. Like, the people that the normies that watch Twitch nowadays, they're stuck always within like fucking Fortnite. They're not all over the place. Like the normies that watch Fortnite and the people that play Fortnite, they're not gonna go down to just chatting and check out my stream. I completely doubt that. I fucking doubt that. The people that will fucking go down, scroll down the thing and come over to my stream are probably people who are already on Twitch and just like looking for something new, or trolls looking to fucking, oh, look at this fat ass talking to her camera and fucking bearded asshole. But the normies of Twitch, they're all confined within the spaces that just brought them over to the platform. They're not really necessarily like, you know what I mean? Like, they're not into other shit. They're just like into that. They're just like, they're dumb. Basically, it's like, you know, just being nice, being generous and nice. It's like they're dumb. Guys, continuing to check out the Reddit here for live stream fail. Poke just wanted to host him. Pepe hands. What does that mean? The clip or something? The clip, it's probably gonna fuck up my internet and the stream. So I don't know, dude. Yeah, it's already dropping frames like crazy. I love it. Greek God X roasted by Gordon Ramsay. What? When the fuck did this happen? That's funny though. We don't deserve Nathan. Wreckful admits he account shared again. Face palm. Isn't that the whole reason why he got banned? Wait. Hold on. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute, dude. So, recently I heard Wreckful was like a #1 rogue. Was he the one that fucking sold his account for like $7,000 or some shit? I don't know, dude. But, I don't know, maybe a lot of people out there are too young for that shit, but like, basically, I remember when I was playing World of Warcraft, there was this whole viral news happening over the internet that basically some dude who was like a #1 rogue, I think he had like fucking tier 6 fucking equipment from Black Temple and all that shit. And he was overpowered as fuck. And basically he sold his account for like $7,000. Now what happened was, because he sold the account for $7,000, I don't know who the fuck advertised that shit. I don't know if it was the person buying the account or the person selling the account, but it got known and it got popularized. So basically both of them got banned. So there you go, dude. Don't do that shit. Don't sell your fucking accounts, man. It's like, you know, it's stupid. It's against terms of service, and they advertise it or they announce that it's against terms of service, so you don't have to do that sort of shit. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to fucking be stupid and you know, ruin it all for you, and you know what I mean? Like, there's no need for that shit. Let's close Spotify for now. Okay. Maybe it helps out with like the bandwidth and shit like that. Nim reacts to Destiny being the new rap god. Oh gosh, cringe, fucking cringe. Monk ass Ragful. So apparently everybody's talking about this shit. Seagull hits a once in a lifetime shot. I think people really like. I mean, no hate towards Seagull. But I think people like paint him as a fucking god, and he's just like, he's I don't know, dude. Does Page is the gay? Oh, what the fuck that means? Greek scars Ragful. Doc dances a little too wild. Destiny teaches Greek a life hack on how to be comfortable around people IRL. Again, this Destiny dude, man, again, people are painting this dude, and a lot of people are talking about the reality of things, like the real facts of things, and I don't know, man, from everything that I've seen about Destiny, like, I don't think he's that fucking clever. He just words things right, you know? But a lot of times he's talking about stuff that he doesn't really know of, and he knows nothing about, but he just talks about it, and he just like phrases it nicely, and people think he's right about everything. Like, dude, don't be that naive and don't be that stupid. Like, just because somebody knows how to fucking make sentences and shit doesn't necessarily mean that they are the fucking you know, Mr. Know-It-All of the world, right? So there's that, dude. What else is here? Asmongold gets kicked out of the game for reporting a racist. What? Really? Why? What did he like write the word when reporting or something to just like reference? I don't know, man. Straight to Hades. Is that like God of War or some shit? Looks like it. Destiny gets beta access to Ragful's game. Ragful's game? Oh my goodness, dude. People get money and they get more hungry and more hungry. Like, there was a whole fucking trend back in like a few years ago where like basically all the fucking YouTubers and shit had money and they were making their own games. Like, it never succeeded, dude. Like, it just not. I feel like people, because they are popular creating content, and because a lot of people watch their videos and shit, they think like, oh, I have this platform now and I have this influence, and if I launch this game, I'm gonna be rich, even more rich than I am from making all of these fucking videos, right? And I feel like they're just like literally just gonna be, you know, fucking having a bunch of people playing their games and buying their games and shit like that. Like, I don't know if you remember, but Vanis and company created their own fucking game. Died pretty fucking quickly. CNNers and some others created their own fucking game. A mobile game. I don't even know if it still exists. I don't even know if it's still up or whatever the fuck. But like, it died. I think it died pretty quickly as well. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's like, And then there was that other dude, like Captain Sparkles or some shit. He created like a fucking fortress type, destroying type deal of a mobile game again. It's like all of these dudes making games, like the games are dying out. So the games were not successful. Like if the games die out, they're not successful. A game that's successful does not die. Like for instance, I can give you this example. GTA San Andreas. Okay? Which is like 12 or 14 years old or some shit like that. It's still like the online modification, San Andreas multiplayer, SAMP, is still played by hundreds of thousands of people. So you can't tell me that a game that is played by hundreds of thousands of people and it's 14 years old is a dead game. Like there's no fucking way. It's like World of Warcraft is not a dead game because it has millions of players. Like millions. We're talking about millions. Millions of people who play monthly and pay a fucking monthly subscription. That's not a dead game. Same thing with Overwatch. Like people have this mindset that like it's probably just like for the memes and shit like that. And it's like to be fucking like triggering other people and shit. They kind of trigger me a little bit, you know, to be honest. But like just because the game is not fucking top 5 on Twitch doesn't mean the game is dead. You know what I mean? Like if you get, like, for example, a lot of games that Soda Poppin played when he was getting like 40,000, 50,000 people watching him, a lot of those games were on top. It's like, and if Soda Poppin is not playing these games, they're nowhere to be seen. Like they're like literally on the bottom. So it's like, you know, it doesn't matter what the fucking game is. If the streamer is popular and plays it, like the game is going to go on top. But what I'm trying to say is like, just because the game is not on top, it's not on top 5 of the Twitch browse page, it doesn't mean the game is that. Like Overwatch, for example, is not that either. Like the game has millions of players playing that shit every single day. Like why would the game be that? You know what I mean? It's like you just, yeah, it's just, I understand it's just for triggering people and, you know, Twitch chat and shit like that. It's like, you know, whatever it is. Okay, Sacriel, fucking hell, I can't say that. Sacriel climbs a ladder in DayZ. Okay, I was watching him play DayZ earlier, actually. Man, DayZ is such a, like, dude, that could have been such a good game. And again, it's another game that's not necessarily bad, but it's not it's not as popular as it should be, for sure, but or as it was meant to be back in the day when they started like planning the release of the standalone. But man, it's like, it's a shame because I really enjoyed DayZ, the mod for Arma 2 back in the day, man. I had good memories. I had good memories from that game, you know, like just fucking messing around and shit, being serious, like being very competitive in a game that wasn't even competitive, but like it's just like hours upon hours of grinding, and trying to find equipment and loot and all that shit. And it's like you have to, you know what I mean? Like you have to, like you get salty if people kill you in like out of nowhere. Like I literally had like it just crossed my mind. I remember it like it was yesterday. I was running to a spot where, if I'm not mistaken, we had like a little camp set up, me and a few friends, and I was running to it to, I think, like deposit some of the gear that I just got and some of the loot, like food, drinks, and shit like that. And I was running there to sort of deposit all the things that I've got and, you know, just safely go out into the wilderness again. But basically, it's like, it's messed up because a dude out of nowhere, I don't know if he fucking logged in there or some shit, or what the fuck happened, if he was a teleporter, or if he was literally just waiting for somebody to fucking pass on by there. But the dude just fucking shoots me from a tree. And I'm like, what? No fucking way, dude. There's nobody here. There's literally nobody running around here. There's literally nobody going on around here. So how the fuck are you shooting me? What? Were you expecting me? Were you like, what? There's no fucking way, man. And I got so fucking salty because I lost all my gear. I had ghillie suits, I had all that shit. So the motherfuckers ran away with a fucking ghillie suit, an SVD, fucking food, drinks and shit like that. However, that was the fun part of DayZ mod back in the day. You know what I mean? Like, we enjoyed the game specifically because of that. Because, like, you know, it was just like keeping the gear and keeping the campsite safe and secure, and like just try to find more people to kill and try to find like better guns, try to find better equipment, try to find better vehicles, try to find a helicopter, a plane, shit like that. And just like, you know, go ham on it, dude. Just fucking go ham, you know? But yeah. So it's a shame that the standalone never came to be what it was meant to be. But yeah, Doc makes the most beautiful sound ever. I can only imagine. I wish, gonna be honest with you guys, if you're watching, I wish I could like just fucking go through Reddit freely and play the clips and all that shit and like react to them. However, my internet does not allow for that. Unfortunately, it does not allow for that. If I go and play the clips, it's gonna fucking start dropping frames like crazy. I know, because it happened yesterday. Like, for example, loading a YouTube video, it was a fucking pain in the ass. And then even doing other shit like, you know, browsing the internet, it just like starts dropping frames. So to do something like this, where I'm just sitting in front of a camera and talking to the microphone and stuff like that, to do something like this, it's stabilized and it's stable, so it's like it's going all right. So it's not really dropping frames right now. I have like a 0.4% of frames is dropped, which is not horrible. I mean, it obviously would have been way better if I'd never dropped any frames, but with the internet that I currently have, it's impossible. But hey, man, you know what? Maybe someday this shit's fucking picks up and I'm allowed to like move the fuck away from this place where I'm living currently and move somewhere else where I can actually have like good internet and do some really fucking good content and, you know, react to those videos and do all that sort of shit. Or maybe someday the fucking ISP that I have or some other ISP actually fucking remembers and, hey, at least there's this town over there and they do not have fiber and we could actually fucking make some profit out of these guys having fiber there. So yeah. But until that moment comes, it's pretty much like this. It has to be like this, you know. So yeah. Dr. Disrespect versus Racing Prototype. Greeks weight loss progress, and it's a not safe for work clip. Oh gosh, I can only imagine. Manchester University bans clapping. What? Greek's perfect impression. Pokewatch's serious video. Destiny goes rap god. I mean, nowadays everybody that speaks fast is a fucking rap god. So I don't know, dude. It's like stupidity is even bigger than before. And it's only gonna get worse, honestly. The thing is, when some people's lives is based off of watching this type of content, and when I mean this, I'm pointing towards the camera, so technically I'm like pointing at me, but when I'm pointing at the screen and I'm pointing at like Reddit and this type of content, when people's lives are based off of watching this type of content, like their whole day is spent watching live streams on Twitch and YouTube, and basically they're watching live streamers that necessarily don't put out like interesting content. It's just like fucking memers or just like stupid shit. It's like there's nothing interesting about it. There's like no education coming out of it whatsoever. There's no possible way that they're going to be intelligent individuals. Like, there's no fucking way. They're going to be stupid. They're going to be dumb. And I know that might be harsh, but I mean, it's the reality. It's the truth. Like, they are going to be dumb, dude. You know what I mean? Like, there's no fucking way. There's no fucking way, you know? So yeah, that's basically what I mean. That's what I'm talking about. Like, you know, but whatever. Greek learns what a PAWG is. I also do not know what the fuck that is. The Doc is losing it, waiting for blackout. A lot of people are losing it, waiting for that game. I'm wondering if that game is going to be up to the hype, because I don't know, man. I don't know. A lot of games have the thing about 2018 is like games get this fucking crazy fucking hype, but then it's like they don't deliver. It's like, oh man, I was so hyped for this game and I didn't deliver. Because like people have to understand they were trying out a beta. And they were fucking hyped because of a beta. But like the beta doesn't necessarily mean the longevity of the game. And it's probably like you have a lot of interest in it, probably because of the fact that it's like something new, or it's something maybe even smoother or some shit. I don't know, dude. But like, yeah. I don't like Call of Duty, to be honest. I just like, yeah. Honestly, but I think I'm gonna call it there, dude. Dudes and dudettes, I think I'm gonna call it there. It was like 2 hours and 30 minutes of a live stream, so it was all right, to say the least. Yesterday we did like 4 hours, and I mean, it all, like, I don't mind doing 4 hours of streams. It all depends on what there is to say or do or something like that. But absolutely, you know what? Something I can do is like before I come on stream, I can like try to find topics for me to talk about, and basically go on from that. So that there would be like some structure to the stream, rather than just like me starting the stream and I'm like, what should I do today? What can I do today? You know what I mean? And that way, like, I already have some structure, so I can go from that. But I don't know, man. I like streaming. I like the fact that I like starting to stream at like 11 p.m. my time. It's currently like 1:27 a.m. But I do like starting to stream at like 11 p.m. and maybe do like 2 hours to 4 hours of streaming. I don't know if I'm gonna be streaming every single day. That seems like a little bit too much. I don't know, man. I'll probably try to figure out like maybe Thursdays is a good day to fucking take a break. You know what I mean? Especially because of the fact like then Friday is like the day when most people are out drinking, and then they come home drunk and they fool around on the internet and shit like that. So I don't know. I guess like that could possibly bring in some viewers. Anyways, guys, so I'm gonna be grabbing some songs from the Spotifyzers, okay, and I'm gonna be playing that for the stream to end, okay, and yeah, dudes. Anyone that dropped by, thank you so much for dropping by. I appreciate it a lot. Thank you very much, Vonx, once again for dropping by the stream. And, you know, it's always appreciated. It's always a nice thing to do, you know what I mean? Try to help a guy out grow up in this massive, unfair world of live streaming. But yeah, dude, I'm gonna listen. You know what? I'm gonna be living. We started the stream with like Stargazer by Rainbow, and then played like Meat Grinder by Matt Villainy, and we're gonna end with the same thing, right? So, folks, it's this one. Folks, thank you very much for watching and staying there and talking to me on the live chat. I don't know if I'm going to be streaming tomorrow, but if I'm not streaming tomorrow, I'm hoping that I will stream Friday and Saturday and Sunday, and we'll see. We'll see. But I feel like I should try and figure out a day to take a break, because, you know what I mean? Like, there's only so much you can do for producing content, and be entertaining and be interesting. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Again, thank you very much for watching and listening to me talk and ramble about stuff. And see you guys on the next one. All right. So you guys have a great day, night, whatever it is that it is that you know. I don't even know what I'm saying. I'm just gonna like
Bye bye.
Tripping off the beat, kinda dripping off the meat grinder. Heat niner, pimping, stripping, soft, sweet minor. China was a neat sign of trouble with the script digits. Double dip, bubble lip, subtlest midget. Borderline schizo, sorta fine tits though. Porter wine, order grind, 8:45, let's go. Ever since 10-11, glad she made a brethren. Then his last down, 7 alligator, 7 at the gates of heaven knocking. No answer, slow dancer, hopeless romancer. Dopest flow stanzas, yes, no, villain. Metal face to Destro, guess so. Still incredible in escrow. Just say ho, I'll test the yayo. Wild West style fest, y'all best to lay low. Hey bro, day glow, set the bet, pay dough. Before the cheddar get away, best to get Mako. The worst hated god who perpetrated odd favors demonstrated in the perforated rod lavers. In all quad flavors, large savers. Still back in the game like Jack LaLanne. Think you know the name, don't rack your brain. On a fast track to half sane, either in a slow beat or that the speed or at the cane. Laughter, pain, throwing songs lit in the booth with the best host. Doing bong hits on the roof in the West Coast. He's at it again, mad at the pen. Glad that we win a tad fat in a bad hat for men. Grind the cinnamon, Manhattan warmongers. You can find the villain in satin. Gongas, the van screeches. The old man preaches about the gold sand beaches. The cold hand reaches for the old tan Elises.